Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima. This is the first video I've recorded on my brand new Elgato, so 1080p 60 rock solid, hopefully. Hooray, I don't have to rely on the bloody horrible kit that can't display anything above 1080p 30 and loses sync with the sound. Almost randomly, in fact, but anyway. This is the Japanese version of Disgaea 5. I believe, did he want me to call him Fifth? I'll call him Fifth. So, a friend of mine called Fifth, and by a friend of mine I mean a viewer of mine, sent me a Japanese copy of this game. Yes, a Japanese copy. And as it turns out, it's entirely in English, so we can actually go and have a look through it while we're here. The options are all, for the most part, pretty self-explanatory, except for a couple of things which we will get to fairly shortly. I don't have any friends playing this or anything, so I can't show off many of the online features, so I can't really say what those are like, but oh well. I'm at the end of Chapter 3, and I'm 6.5 hours in. So I like to think that I've got a pretty good idea of what I'm doing so far. But we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? So, here we are in Disgaea 5. This is the same overlord that was in the PS4 game. For the most part, everything is the same in the Switch version of this game in comparison to the PS4 version. Even to the point where it starts to get really freaking weird. Like, there's a trophy guide down here. And you can go and check your trophies. And yes, it has platinum, bronze, silver, and gold trophies. Like, how weird is that? Like, they even come up in the top left. And as, like, the little thing that slides in from the left and it says, you have earned a trophy. It even comes up like that. It's really freaking strange. But we will just leave that alone for now. The game is a sort of comedic style game where it really doesn't take itself seriously in the slightest. Let's see if we can actually watch one or two of these. You have events and you have skits. They're roughly around the same thing. We'll just show you something from the beginning of Chapter 3. Should be voice acting for this. I'll just have my earphone in just to be sure.
A silver-eyed, hungry wolf wanders the wasteland. The solitude-loving Gale Force Overlord, Zeroken, is here! Now stand back, amateurs! It's my sworn duty to fight the lost! Huh? Where are all the lost?
You're a little late there, kid! We've already super beat them up!
What? You guys really beat up the lost?
Yes, that's correct. My servants and I did. Do you have a problem with that?
No. You guys are pretty good. I'll cut you guys some slack today. We'll meet again.
He must have taken Remarkable Parting Shots 101. He said he was an overlord, but he reeks of being a small fry. Do such overlords exist?
I don't know. Whoever he is, doesn't make any difference to me. Episode 3. His name is Zeroken.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good example. The voice acting isn't too bad, really. It's passable, but I found myself turning it off almost as soon as I got into the game, if you want me to be perfectly honest. And yes, you can switch to Japanese voices if you feel like it, which is a nice little thing. There are also skits, and I'll show off one of the skits. They're also voice acted, at least I think they are. So, I think this one will do. No, it isn't voice acted, my mistake. Could have sworn it was, but I guess I'm not remembering properly. Wouldn't surprise me. I don't get what that was either. Trust me, I don't. But yeah, there you go. That's a little bit of a preview of the game's writing. It really doesn't take itself seriously. It's a lot like the other Disgaea games. And it's actually kind of nice about that. So, there's a bunch of stuff around here that we can get into to start off with, but there's only one thing I really want to do right now, and that's to go to the cheat shop. make it so that the enemies are a slight bit harder. And then we will go and we will hop onto a stage. We can pick any stage we want from the previous story stuff. But I'm going to just see if I can pick... Yeah, this one will do. I'll just pick a stage and we'll go and we'll have a go of it. So, this is Disgaea 5. It is a... Oh dear, they're a lot higher level than I expected, but it's alright. We can make this work. It's a strategy RPG. I was going to say tactical RPG, but that doesn't really fit. It's a strategy RPG. And it is pretty much turn-based. It's got all the typical stuff your typical turn-based game would have. You move your guys onto the field however you want. You have a limited deploy number of them. Let's see, who else do I have around here? Yeah, Seraphina will do. Could use a ranged one. You can move them around how you please. They have a bunch of your typical set of commands. I'll just put them all on defend just to be safe. And we will end the turn and let them take their turn. Here he comes. Does his attacks, but he nicked me, which means he did a fair bit less damage than he usually does, but that's alright, because we can get to attacking ourselves. Attacking in this game is pretty simple. You attack with a weapon that you hold on to. You can swap between these weapons at any time in battle, like see if I can come down to equip. I can actually equip a different weapon, which is actually nice. All the weapons have different resistances, and so do all the magics. Everybody has their own ability, which is a special ability of some kind. Like, for example, Nathan the zombie here has the ability to heal like 10% of his health at the end of every turn, which is a nice thing for him, not so much for me. Everyone also has revenge overloads, which are something you can equip during revenge mode. You get revenge every time you take damage.
Thank you.
And whenever you take damage, it charges up the meter, and once you fill that meter completely, you can do something very special. Like, for example, this lady here, Seraphina, she can make every male in the vicinity of her special ability attack each other for several turns. It's quite silly, actually. Thankfully, you can move after you've done your attacks. Just end the turn there, wait for the... Nope, he's not going to come for us, so I guess we're going to go for him. There is also a bunch of other stuff you can do, like, for example, some characters can lift others, which is a bit odd, but I won't argue too heavily against it. And there are two different kinds of people. You've got humans and you've got monsters, and monsters can do specific things. Like, for example, this monster can magic change into a new weapon for Killia. So Killia now has a special magic change weapon, and that actually increases his stats and makes him more powerful, which is a nice trick. I can actually throw her here, and I can do a special attack with her. This costs mana, but at the same time... No, can't Sonic Smash, but I can Rapid Arrow, which I will do. I will move her up here, and I'll use her special ability. I can't do that. I'm not long enough range. Can't do that either, unfortunately. Can't do that either, unfortunately. I'll just have a defend, because why not? Move the mage up. Special abilities work about as much as you suspect. They have nice little animations, especially the more, what's the word I'm looking for? Ooh, Darkness Gaze, yes. Let's see if this actually has a special animation of its own. No, not really. Sometimes they pop away into these really fancy animations that are actually really nice to look at. They've actually done a really good job with this game's graphical fidelity. It looks wonderful. Like, the two-dimensional graphics are really pleasant to look at. I better get my healer out here just to be safe. I am going up against level 17 monsters. I have two healers in here. I have Jewel, and I have Christo. Christo is level 12. You could use the extra experience. Characters level up individually, and the levels can go all the way up to 9999, which is absolutely ridiculous, I reckon, but at the same time, that's kind of what this game's built around. It's built around massive amounts of number crunching, and I feel kind of bad doing videos on games like Disgaea just because of how much effort they put into making these games have content that goes just beyond the first few hours, and considering that I mainly cover stuff that shows up in the first few hours, it just kind of depresses me a bit. You do have a chain meter bonus meter over on the right there. And you fill up the bonus meter by creating chains or combos. As you can see, I got a 1.3 times combo for doing 4 attacks in a row and taking out 2 enemies, and it's increased my bonus meter. And you earn bonuses on this list here, depending on how far or how high you get that bonus. And if you get it to the top, the first time you get it to the top, you will earn a very special bonus item, but you'll only earn it once. So, quite unfortunate. I better get Killia healed up. I do have an item that can help with this, which will do the trick for the time being. Cotton Candy healed me 400, which is basically my entire health bar, which is perfectly fine by me. Okay, we have the slimes here, and the slimes are... yeah, they're strong against everything I have, which is unfortunate, so I'm gonna have to move Eddie up. Eddie is a good skull, he is my mage. Mages, annoyingly, can only have, one thing, one, environmental attribute. Either it's, fire, ice, or... was it wind? Earth? One way or the other, though, and it's kind of annoying, because in this version of the game, you actually get, like, the DLC characters right off the bat, and when you get the DLC characters, it, what's the word? It makes it so that you have some really overpowered characters right at the beginning. There's one character I haven't wanted to bring out yet, just because of how ridiculously overpowered she is. Ooh, that's gonna suck. Yep, he's great. He's gone. That's not great, because now I have to deal with these two. I have resistances to basically everything I have, except magic. This is going to be fun. Can't really do much from behind, can I? Oh, no, I can. I can actually do a fair amount of damage from behind. What about from here? Yeah, I can do some damage. I'll move her back, and can I do something interesting with this? I can shotgun craft, but I can't actually hit anything. What about tri-bullet? That's not going to do much damage either. Victory bullet? Nope. That sucks. What about just a regular attack? No, that's not going to help either. I'll just do a regular attack just to be safe. I will attack. Maximum, minimum. Do I have a special that will help here? I actually do. Alright, hang on. I'll move him back. Thankfully, you don't have to spend too much time fucking around with this, because it'll let you undo moves if you don't want them to be done, and we will see how this works. Yep, here comes the special animation. Which is nice. They really do look really good. They've done a great job with this game's presentation. Alright, one down, and the other one is about half health, so that will actually do me fine. I better get my, mage up here. You have a limited amount of people you can bring out on each map, so as you can see, I can bring out 3 more people, but you can remove this later. There's a lot of, like, restrictions in this game that you can remove later, which is actually kind of nice, but again, we'll get into that shortly. Once we're actually in the overworld, and I can explain what some of the stuff does. The very base tactical combat is perfectly fine though, like, it's very enjoyable. I do find myself playing this a lot longer than I mean to when I was doing it for this video. Oh yay, combo attack! Did basically fuck all, but it still helped, which is nice. Better put her on defense, because I'm pretty sure those mages are going to come after us very soon. And I'll move Killia up and have him defend as well, and we will end the turn there. Nope, didn't do anything. Alright. Move these guys up a bit further. I love Shermie. She's done really well so far. Equipped her with all the best stuff I could give her, and she's basically been kicking lots of ass, which is nice. Move her up here. Move her up here like that. And the turn comes. Oh yeah, his revenge meter's all the way up, so now I get to show off his overload, which is basically Igra's Giant. You can also do this with your friends just basically right off the bat, but it's more fun just to have him just explode into being a gigantic being right then and there. Attack sidekick, attack sidekick again. Get everyone else moved up here to run us back up. That'll do the trick. Execute. Completely dead. No question about that. And the turn. Counter-attack, counter-attack, counter. I hate counter just because it means you take way more damage than you expect to, but yeah, just forgot to mention that. But yeah, the base combat is really good. It's got a lot of stuff going for it. Like, I'm gonna do something really stupid here. So, just for the purpose of demonstration, please lift Christo. Please lift Shermie. Please throw Shermie, and please throw Christo. You can do stupid shit like that, and now I can actually attack Ebenezer from here. And I don't think there's anything else I have to go over until we get back to the menu, which is nice. So I will continue on as planned. Unfortunately, I think is he no, he's already marked for attack, right? Okay. And she can't do anything else because she already lifted him through. So that's unfortunate. End the turn there. So I'm going to be able to do much else. Ooh, Shermie took a hit, but count it, and we win. Awesome, so we get a bunch of stuff there.
Okay?
Bonus XP for who did the most stuff. Thank God it was Killia, because Killia getting bonus XP is actually really good for me, and we'll show you why right now. We finished the level, and now there's a bunch, well, there is a bunch of stuff we could have gone and done before, but now we can actually go have a look at it.
Go!
So now we can go and look at the special content shop. This is what you get when you... this is basically all the DLC, more or less. And this is where you can come to get all the extra scenarios, which admittedly I haven't tried yet. But, yeah, I haven't tried them yet because they're probably well out of my level range. You can also come here to get all the different characters and all the different roles that were DLC in Disgaea 5. This also comes with Metalia. Metalia is ridiculously strong and she can one-shot basically anything. She can one-shot basically anything in this bloody game. It's ridiculous. At least up until this point, because she's got like 500 intelligence, which she's not supposed to. You can also have a weapon starter set. I don't know why I got this, but why I didn't get this, sorry. But yeah, you can also get 1 million HL right off the bat, and I've only used like 50 grand of that. So it's pretty decent stuff to start out with.
Let's
Come to
fix
the
you
hospital, you get everyone treated, and the more you treat people, the more stuff you get. So as you can see, I can get an Imperial Seal, which will give me plus 7 stats to everything. That might actually be good to run through the item world, but we'll explain what that is shortly.
Awesome!
You have squads, and what squads do are they have different effects depending on how many members you put in them. So, for example, I have a bunch of prisoners here, right? And these prisoners can be used to upgrade my different squads. So I want to have a level 1 just to demonstrate. So if we put in a couple of members into this squad, they have given a level up to this squad. And these squads, if you put people in them, have different effects. So for example, if I were to put Shermie, and I don't want to put Metalia in there, she's high level enough already. If I put Shermie and Hunk in here, all of the XP that Killia earns will give these guys a partial boost in their XP, which is great, because it's great for just leveling up other people. There are tons of other things you can do as well, like capture. Capture is very important, and you should level this up pretty much immediately, because you can capture so many goddamn things with this. You are able to interrogate prisoners, which I will show off shortly. Allies in the base panel recover or return, which is nice. So yeah, I imagine that's when they're all in the base panel they can do that. Able to use items, will become giant for 3 turns, earns XP and mana without battling, that's great. There's a bunch of things you can do here to make things a little bit easier on yourself. And in a sense, little things that hang around in items, and you can use this shop to rearrange them as you please. You also gain the ability to level them up later, but I don't have that yet because I'm 6 hours into a Disgaea game. You have random people that are running around, and some of them are your squad members actually.
Leave it to me.
Which is actually kind of nice. You can also come here to have skits as well. Very odd, but we won't get into it. The cheat shop is actually a neat idea. You can use it to change some of the things in the game. Most of the stuff you have unlocked at the very beginning is mainly just downgrades, but at the same time, I have everyone earning 1.6 times the XP they normally do in exchange for not earning as much and everything else, which is a nice compromise considering how fast you need to level in this game in order to actually continue. You can come over here to the trophies, which we already showed, memories, which we already showed, data, which has all your stats, but that's pretty obvious. There is some things where you can have your other user netherworlds doing stuff that you see in-game, but again, that's mainly the entirety of the online content. People you capture come to the interrogation room, and you can see the list of prisoners you've got here. You can solicit ones that you've already successfully completely interrogated to become allies. And you can extract magic power from some of these people. I will actually do that. Release an attainment item, I got some magic extract, which is nice. And you can even make some of them citizens. I don't know what all of this does, because I haven't actually tried it yet, but thankfully, the game has full explanations of everything in these menus, so you can find out exactly what you need to do. So here we are. I've currently upgraded enough so that I interrogate every prisoner at the same time. So I got a bunch of extra people going on here. And you can select whatever ones of these you feel is necessary to decrease their SP as much as possible. And once you've gotten them down, you can use them for other things. Like, once you've got them fully interrogated, your squad shop will get 3 times the XP from a fully interrogated prisoner. It's very nice. Quests work about exactly the way you would expect. You need to get, you can do a bunch of things like, the lost army invaded my Neverworld and took it over. I will get my revenge. Hurry up and accept my challenge. Awesome. So that's a boss fight. We can accept that. I'll go do that right now, actually. I'll probably get my ass handed to me. But yeah, these are all quests. They all work about how you would expect, just based on what the goals actually say. You can come here, you can accept quests, you can review them, and you can get things for it. This is how you get the majority of the recruitable monster types, for example. Skill shop, equipment shop and item shop work exactly as you expect. You use money to buy stuff. You can come here to strengthen your skills with your characters, and they have mana which you earn via using them in battles, and you can use mana to increase their abilities, or you can learn new abilities. So cannot get amnesia, increase all their growths, all sorts of stuff like that. It's all perfectly nice, and you can convert abilities. So I can convert this guy's ability into 2,500 mana, but that's also a very useful ability, because there's a bunch of printies here that you get via, basically just getting all the DLC characters early, and that was a really good ability right there. But yeah, you can do all that stuff to earn a ton of mana and stuff like that. There's not much up here except more people to talk to and more skits, and sometimes you'll find treasure chests lying around, but it's all pretty basic stuff. Eventually, you get the ability to move all of this stuff, so you can move everything just to around this stuff here to save time. And there's also the item world, but we'll get into that because I plan on actually showing that off. Now my characters, they're all healed up, and I want to go and put the cheat mode back to 0 just to be safe, because I do not want to walk into this battle and find myself entirely outgunned. So let's go and play that quest area, and I already forgot where it is, but thankfully it's already telling me that. Overlord of Revenge. Let's go and do that. If that isn't Hulk Hogan, I don't know who is. Wonderful. But anyway, what are the levels of the guys we have to deal with? 12, 10, 10, 10. Alright, we'll be fine. Let's just get people out. I'm gonna have Natalia out, just as a demonstration of how strong she is at this point in the game. Thomas, yeah, we'll get Thomas out here. He can capture these guys because he's the leader of the capture squad, so I want him to be capable of doing that. But I also want him to actually deal some damage, so we'll put him here and do a side attack. What else have we got? We want level 10s and stuff to come out here, so we'll bring a level 17 out. Why not? I'm getting experience fairly quickly in this game. Yeah, we'll bring Ricky and Hunk out. Unfortunately, I haven't actually equipped them with items because it's actually the best way to increase their stats. Like, yeah, I've got a bunch of equipment on this guy here, but unfortunately I can't. Okay, now I can show it off. So, as you can see, there's 3 different armor slots. 1 main weapon, 1 sub-weapon. I don't think the sub-weapon actually does anything, which is kind of annoying. You can see you need weapon masteries to be as effective with weapons as you can. And you just use that to increase their stats. We'll get into how to improve items very shortly, trust me on that. And we will defend with everybody because we can't really get in range of them yet. Except for her, we will use fire. She can take this guy out in 1 shot. He has 281 HP. She did 620 damage. She's ridiculously strong for early on in the game. But anyway, get Jewel over there because they're going to need a healer. Also, yes, she is giant. That is done on purpose. Shermie can come over here along with Seraphina, because why not? And we'll send over Geese too, because Geese is a monster and monsters are very useful. He also turns into a spear, which is an interesting weapon type. Nevertheless, everybody's on defense. We'll end the turn. Don't send out everybody just yet. Nice throw. Everybody gets some revenge meter. My orc took a bit of damage there, which is not great, but we're going to move him up behind and get the attack in. Actually, hang on. Does he have a special attack that he can use? Yes. Right. We'll use her to heal. Oh, no, can't heal him yet. Well, she can attack, so we'll do that. I don't want to use Metalia anymore because she really is really fucking OP, so I don't like doing that. We will have him attacked as much as possible. Aw, poor Shermie, she's already been poisoned. Alright, attack Kane, and then we'll move him around and use his special capture skill to pick him up. What can we do with him? We can do the giant press, or we can do an attack on Victor, which is probably a good idea. And we'll get her to, what's her overload like? Won't really help. I'll just get her to attack Victor as well, just to take care of that. He took a little bit of damage from that, a little bit of damage, and a little bit of damage, which is what I want. He's dead. And the capture didn't actually do anything, because he didn't have time to do it, because everyone took massive amounts of damage. Capture skill, 99%. Let's see if that works. Yep, I knew it. Alright, he has to be down at a fairly low amount of health for it to really work. Look at all these counters! Jesus! I'm gonna need to bring up my other healer now. Alright, Christo, come on out, buddy. Use your heal to heal him up. And I have another capture member, actually, but I can't deploy any more people. Shit. That's unfortunate. Alright. Yeah, we'll have him attack, and, we'll just execute.
I'll support you.
There we go. That was pretty easy. What else we got? Well, I can't really deploy anyone else, so unfortunately we just have to end the turn. Ooh. That stung a little, but not much really. Okay, we have revenge. And he's dead. God, this is getting really hard. Alright, well, she can't move, but she can attack. Let's attack Tim. Christo can also attack Tim from here, and then we'll have him move up from behind and do a capture skill, although this might not actually work. Let's see how this works. Yay, we actually got Tim. Alright, so he becomes a prisoner, and we can interrogate him later. Now we just have to focus entirely on Logan, who currently has my character. So the controls work perfectly fine. I'm currently using a Pro controller, but the Joy-Cons work perfectly fine as well. It's weird though. I don't know how to select a different character here without moving between all my allies. I don't know how to do it. It's weird. That's the one thing I can't figure out. Everything else works perfectly fine. It all works great. Performance is also perfectly fine for the most part. I've played like 2 hours docked and 4 hours undocked, and when I was docked, there were a couple of issues. How do I say it? There were a couple of like intense lag spikes for like a second or two when I was playing, but other than that, there weren't any really major problems, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's not that big a deal, so I'm not really too annoyed by it. Other than that, there really isn't that big of a deal, though. And, as I said before, it looks great, and it does sound great as well. I think I'll just end the turn and let everyone else... And let it all simmer down a bit. And now we can move in and get the attacks going. Doesn't really do much damage, but thankfully Boulder Crush will help with that. Move him up here. I think my fighter will be able to get around into the side. He can't actually do that much damage, which is unfortunate. But then again, he is a level 8 against like a level... What is that? 15? Yeah. It makes enough sense to me. Special attack. It's not going to do that much damage anyway. Get Shermie out of the way, because her class is meant for, hit and run tactics for the most part. Get her over here. Tri-burst for the bonus damage. We'll get him to heal himself, which he does have the ability to do. Move my Ice Mage around here. Move Metalia back towards the thing, not into the thing, and we will end the turn. A bunch of damage being dealt there. Got the revenge attacks. Here come the revenge attacks. I don't think there's, I don't think I'll be able to capture him because I think I'll, yeah, I won't be able to capture him because I could actually get him as a character, according to the quest description, so yeah. The main point of this game is the number crunching, for the most part. That's the entire point of games like Disgaea, really. Ooh, animation. Smack. There's a ton of number crunching to do.
This is unexpected.
Because, as I said before, you can get your stats up to 9999. There's a trophy for doing, I think it was 200 million damage in one turn. That's a weird piece of art to get, but oh well. Yay, Thomas leveled up. I got 2 extra surrenders, which is nice. And now I can go and, yep, now I can go and get that quest turned in, which will let me bring this guy along to my next thing, if I want to. I probably don't. See? PSN style trophy. It's weird. It's fucking weird. It just throws me off so much. But anyway, one thing I didn't show off because I thought it would have taken a while, but that would be the Recruiter and the Demon Assembly. So we'll go and have a look at this now. So you can come and heal any one of multiple different classes of monster and human, and they all do all sorts of different things. You can see the description there. That's basically right on the money. I will hire one just to demonstrate how this works, but that will actually be our fight mistress. We can give her a name, but we can also random it. And there's a bunch of weird random names in here, like Turd Burglar is a name that I found, which is great. We can give her extra bonus stats to start out with, so we'll give her a little bit of extra XP and heaps of extra attack. We'll level her up to 14, and we can change her color. There is quests you can do to get more colors, and we've recruited her, and now we can take her along in our party. This is another use for mana that I didn't quite show off. This is the Assembly. The Assembly will let you do a lot of random stuff, but it all makes sense, really. Reincarnate, start over from level 1 with better stats. Subclass, controllable characters, give items to people online, or spread news to everyone. They've all got success rates, and we'll explain how that works shortly. We do want to use one of these, though, to demonstrate, but you can see just the description of all the ridiculous stuff. Oh god, Proto Dark Death. I hope that doesn't actually happen. What do we want to use? What do we want to use? Okay, establish a channeling squad. That'll be a good one to do. So, if we want to establish this one, it'll cost us mana, unfortunately, but he doesn't really need to use mana right now. And we're going to establish a channeling squad. However, to establish a channeling squad, look at all the pictures of her up there. To get a vote through, we basically have to bribe these people. Yes, we literally bribe these people with different items, and if we bribe them with the right item, they will be more in our favor. So, must have with the gold bar, but we can, liked item symbols, oh, for the Assembly, sleepyheads get punished. Alright, so we bomb her and she wakes up, because some of them can actually be asleep. So if we give her an item that she's interested in that I actually want to, that I actually want to give away, preferably, what is she interested in that I can actually afford to give away? Alright, we'll give her a caterpillar egg. Yep, now she's in favor of us, and you can do that with really difficult votes as well if you have a lot of items. And now that we've done that, we can begin the vote. Basically, everybody voted in our favor, so we now get the channeling squad, which will let everyone get extra mana, depending on whether or not they can be in the squad. And you can do all sorts of ridiculous shit like that. Like, that's how you unlock the cheat shop, for example. Hello, Natalia.
Shit.
So yeah, you can do all sorts of shit with the squads. And there's a lot to be interested in, but again, I feel like I've barely scratched the surface on it because it's a Disgaea game. These games thrive on their post-game content. There is a ridiculous amount of stuff to do post-game, and while you're here, it's basically just going through the motions to get through the story, and that's perfectly fine, I guess. It's just kind of hard to really do an accurate first impressions, but what's here is pretty good. I like it. It feels strategically deep, but it's relatively simple and easily explained. it's a bit self-referential, and the writing isn't particularly entertaining, at least in my personal opinion, but it does work as at least comedy, so someone will probably get a kick out of it. And there's a lot to do. A ton to do. Let's go talk about the item world. Actually, no, you know what? I need to go get an item first. There's an item I actually want to put through the item world's paces if I can. So, let's go and, wrong place. So, when you go to the hospital, you can actually receive prizes for how much you heal up. One of these prizes is the Imperial Seal, which upgrades the stats of everything that someone has. Of every stat that someone has. So, if we go to the item world actually lets us grind through infinite procedurally generated dungeons in order to upgrade our items. So if I go to the item world, I can pick any item that I have, and I'm going to sort them just so I can find that thing I was looking for. It's the Imperial Seal. So if I look through for the Imperial Seal, all the residents of this world will be level 9 to begin with, but they'll very quickly start leveling up. And if we go into the item world, we will go through and we'll be able to do a lot of particular things. So right now we won't be able to do much, but I mean, we're at the start of the item world, so it's perfectly fine. We can just, we can start however we please. So, let's get our orc out here. I forgot to actually heal people up at the hospital, so this is gonna be fun, isn't it? But we're just gonna do it anyway. I could use the heals. Not the heals, the experience. So, yeah, we'll do that, and we'll get Geese out, and we'll have him. It doesn't really matter who we attack, honestly. You can capture people while you're here as well, and use them as prisoners, but, it's ridiculous. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, you want to know what Metalia's overload is? This is why she's even more ridiculously overpowered. Instant capture of every capturable enemy on the map, no exceptions. It's silly. So yeah. Yep, he leveled up. That's why 160 bonus experience is really useful. We'll move him up here. He can't attack from this range, but he can do this. Just to make this all go by just that tiny bit faster. Where's Shirley? There she is. Screw it, I'll just let it turn end. I don't wanna play this very slowly just because of how long these games tend to take in order to actually do anything. I've got everything on like a really fast speed, so I hope that... I apologize if the animations appear like way too fast or anything like that, but at the same time, this is a game that you want to be sped up as fuck on. Alright, treasure chest. I'm happy I get to demonstrate what a treasure chest is in this game. I mean, it's pretty damn obvious. You attack the treasure chest and you win what's inside it, so... Yep, that's my giant mage again. I don't want her. I want Shermie. Shermie will do me good. Shermie will take out Lowe's. No, Ricky. Ricky. Can you can't hit her from here, can you? Can you hit her from here? Yes! Lovely. You can hit Yuri. Item worlds, of course, have combo bonuses as well. And as you can see by the bonus list, you actually get, you get all these different items as well. And if you get it up to combo level 9, you'll get an extra item level. Every item level that the item goes up, the more powerful it'll be. So, that's nice. Move him up there. We'll get Seraphina out. I could just, like, throw everyone straight to that skip gate. But if you go into the skip gate, I apologize for my dog. If you go into the skip gate, you get stuck with, brain work with me here. If you go into the skip gate, you don't actually get that first level up on the bonus chart, so it kind of sucks, but it's not that big a deal, all things considered. And I'll just make him heal everyone around here so that we don't have to deal with that being a thing. There we go. Alright, they're all leveled up. And they're getting attacked, and the counter attack immediately makes us win the stage, so I can't actually show off what's in the treasure chest. Bugger! Alright, Geo effects. Knew these were going to show up eventually, so... Geo effects will show up on the ground at different times, and these little gems here determine what, well, these little gems here are basically how you stop them. So, I don't really want to get rid of that bonus right now, but I do want to show how this works. So, I will attack that. I will get Killia out and get him to attack her. I will get... Where's Shermie? There's Shermie. I'll have Shermie stand on this just so you can see what happens when you leave someone standing on there. Cable Guy's probably the one we need to attack. I also need to get someone attacking that, which means... Ricky, can you get... Oh, shit. There's an entirely different part of that level. Alright, well, no, but I can use a special ability here, and now we will execute. So when you attack the gems, this happens.
Of course.
Nothing happened actually. That's a bit odd. Weird. So it's usually supposed to change all the blocks here, but I guess it has to actively be on the thing. I guess it has to actively be on the color that you hit. That's a little unfortunate. Oh well, end the turn. Let everybody else attack. This is why you have to change your camera angles, folks, because there is no one camera position in this game, my poor mage. There is no one camera position in this game that will let you, let you see everything in one go. Kinda sucks. But oh well. What floor of the item world are we on now? 4. Right, so it continues on like this, basically all the way through. You will run into stronger people as you go along, like, see, we got level 9s now, it can get really high, there is some random shit that can happen. You can find hidden rooms, you can find all sorts of stuff. I might actually just start skipping a few, so, how about this? We will start by moving everyone onto there if I can. I can't. Alright, hang on. Oh, no. I'll just throw her over here, and she can't move until next turn, so we'll end the turn, let everyone get attacked. It's alright though, they won't take damage. I won't waste the time taking these guys. Oh well, never mind, already took 3 of them out, but we can just move straight to the skip gate. But as you can see, we lose the item level. This is a very simple stage. Alright, alright, what's the plan? Okay, we move him out here. We get Natalia to stand on top of that, and then we throw her straight to the exit gate. And basically what I'm trying to... Oh dear. Ooh, a lucky board. That's new. Alright, so the lucky board, if you kill the lucky board, you will get something nice for it. So let's see if we can actually go find what that nice thing is. There are also these green things lying around that I didn't really talk about, but if you were really paying attention and I scrolled over one by accident because I wasn't paying attention, you can get,
Let's go!
The green things will get you extra combo meter, so you can take care of that nice and easily. No, I don't want her to attack that. She is not a fighter type, but she is. And then we will get, Magnus will reach up there, and we can attack that. We can attack that treasure, and we can execute him. So we broke the item board. I don't exactly remember what that gets us. Right, that's everything. Eddie! Eddie's got a really good range on his spell, so I should just be able to do that and end the stage. There we go. And we get a bunch of stuff, and we move on to the next. Right, where's my exits? It's there. So, my plan now, Magnus out there, Shermie, Eddie, and Christo. Throw there, throw there, attack that, execute, and I can't get her off the top of me, unfortunately, because I don't know how that bloody works. Yep, and we'll just end the turn there. Let them all come in and attack. And we will throw up onto the gate. I'm just waiting to get to... Ooh. A secret scroll will let you, neat. Okay, so I can earn bonus scrolls for extra techniques via beating that up. And there's a rare treasure here, which might actually be worth my time to get. Alright, Thomas, can you attack that and defeat it in one go? No, it doesn't look like you can. What about with your special attack? Phantom Blow. Didn't really help. Alright, well, what about that treasure chest? Can I get anyone in range of that treasure chest and take it out? What's in the treasure chest? Nope, I can't actually get anyone in range of it. Shit. Where's my exit gate? It's right there. Right. Attack. Jackie. Did I just see someone named Trump? Or am I going insane? No Tulip, I'm an idiot. Right, okay. Red Magnus. Screw it, I'll just move him there. Execute, please.
Impossible,
Just end the
dude.
turn, let them swarm. So I want to show off what happens when you get down to level 10 of the item world, and I'll just skip all those attacks. Right, Red Magnus. Move him down here again to attack the treasure chest. And execute. Thorny Bow, and we will move her down here. Still can't get into the bloody thing, that's annoying as shit. End my turn. Come again. Apparently they're trying to break the bottle, but alright. Okay, we made it. Where's our exit gate? It's down there on the bottom right, so same plan as before. How the hell does that work? Right, okay. Plan. Need plan. Move him down here.
Let's go.
Killer on top of him. Move on top of them.
Let's go.
Move Shermie on top of them. Move Eddie on top of them.
Say,
And now we start the throws. Throw. And Death Blow is bad. I want to get off this as soon as possible. Thankfully I did. And now we're on level 10. It'll be a boss level. So we have to take out the boss and all the enemies. There is no... Oh, well, there is a skip gate, technically. But we do want to try and take this guy out if we can anyway. So, defend. Might as well bring along Natalia. She's fun. Red Magnus.
Let's super go!
Shermie. Get Shermie to attack, actually. Yep, can take out Gregory. That's good. Dead. Alright, end the turn. Everyone else show up. Ooh. Flight Artist has been mastered. That's great. When you level up your class with these guys, you'll actually unlock more classes as well. There are different classes and stuff you can do, which is all well and good. Nope, still can't hit the boss from here. That's unfortunate. Move Shermie up here.
Let's
Also
go.
get Killian moving up as well, just to be safe. And the turn. Here we all come. Feigned Innocence is a cute little animation. He goes into revenge mode. 800 critical, Jesus. Alright. Attack him. No, don't want to attack Shermie, I want to attack him. There we go. Get some revenge on this guy down here. Are there any other enemies around here? Don't see any. R2 shows 2 more. Okay. Execute. That boss is definitely dead. And the turn.
Yes!
So the two aren't even going to try and come for us, which is annoying because that means I have to go and take them down myself, but thankfully I do have the people available for that.
Super!
Move over there. Can you hit the other girl from here? No, you can't. So I'll get you just to move 1 space to the left and fire off your magic spell, and we'll get Shermie to move right next to you and end the turn.
Yes!
Attack. Please attack the Grand Slam Man. Talia, can you hit her from here? You can. Execute. And we're done. So at level 10, and that's level 10 of like 10,000, just so you know, you get this, you get an item shop that you can only go into once. That actually doesn't look too bad. I might buy that just to see what it is. Angel Cake, that's pretty good. Can't get back to her again. It's a free treasure chest. You can go to the Route Administrator, who can give you a bunch of different routes. These are basically exactly what they all say on the tin. And you've got the hospital, which is nice because you can just get treated here. And then you can head on back to the Netherworld Dimension, which is your hub town. And as you can see, we leveled up this item here. It got a bunch of stat increases. And we're back here. And you can do that as much as you damn well please. So that was a quick look at Disgaea 5 Alliance of Vengeance, the Switch version. It's perfectly fine. I'm enjoying it. Story's a bit, well, weak, but I mean, it's meant to be self-absorbed and parody. Well, not so much parody as much as just comedy, but it's still alright nonetheless, and thankfully there are the Japanese voices. There's plenty of stuff to do. The strategy's alright. And the port is perfectly fine in and of itself. It runs almost perfectly. Almost. And I haven't noticed any real problems outside of just the weird lag spikes that you'll see every now and again. And even then, they're quite rare. So, not that big of a deal. So, yeah, this has been Blue Maxima, and I will see you all next time.